Hi everyone, Scorp here. Continuing this Duelist the Roses Redux 2 playthrough where we're playing Fiends, and we have taken our sweet time getting through the last 3 opponents. We've honestly been taking our sweet time going through this entire playthrough. We just don't quite have the overwhelming strength advantage that we have in some other playthroughs, so kind of goes with the territory. Okay, trap, not gravity bind, so could be Gorgon's Eye. We will just... Here, we'll put Yami here in defense to check for Gorgon's Eye. It's not Gorgon's Eye. Okay. Check first, Mirror Forward. Oh, Mirror Wall. Perfect. Let's get that out of the way. That 100% needed to go. Double tap this just to make sure. I'm going to set the Gift of the Mystical Elf in the corner in front. Our opponent has played a spell or trap. Okay, that's fine. Tremendous Fire first is the best case scenario. I really don't want to draw like this, but... Here, we'll do this. What did we get rid of? Tamachi? Perfect. Okay. Put the Spellbinding Circle right in front of him, so he can't actually attack the treasure chest with a monster. That's a gravity bind.png. Okay, so we've pretty much just chased him down. So now I can get rid of some of this Crush Terrain. So I can charge in easily. And I guess we're going to use an upgraded Zoa. This is a pretty strong creature for dealing with this guy. Okay. He's not going to do anything. Just put the Call of the Haunted in front of him. Put that there. Pass. Unfortunate. What did he just get rid of? Oh, he got rid of a Chakra. Okay, it was a Gravity Bind. I was worried it was a Gravity Bind or a Mirror Force. It was most likely a Gravity Bind, because he usually doesn't move Mirror Forces forward. Nice Mirror Force. Oh, I got my treasure chest killed. Whoops. It's okay. Okay, perfect. We finally drew the Goblin Fan. We can put that in defense. We can flip this gift so that if he Ruryoku's us, he hurts himself more. And now we're basically in the spot where we can't really lose as long as we play well. I do have to play around all of the Change of Hearts, though, so... Unfortunately, I cannot grab the... I can't grab the Riryoku on this field because I don't have increased range on my leader ability. Well, there's a chance this is a Mirror Force. Okay, that was a Mirror Force. Okay, we're going to play a little differently for a minute. Okay, go, bud. Okay, cool. Can put this in defense. I'm just really playing around the change of heart brain control stuff. Because I really don't want to just lose because of that kind of stuff. So... put a Versago there. We'll have this Zoa come all the way around. We've dealt with most of his really nasty traps. Double Mirror Force, double Gravity Binder gone, and his Mirror Wall. I can't imagine he has too many good traps left, so we're just going to play around monsters. Because he should have a billion summoning power right now. Oh hey, look, another summon skull. I don't think you really have a good choice here to win, bud. Mimicat? He just grabbed his Tremendous Fire. Yes, he grabbed his Tremendous Fire. Also, what did... It was a monster, okay. You know... we're gonna win this way. Go, Versago! Good luck, bud. For the record, he was dead like a million times over there. Okay, well, now we have an extra summon skull. We really did just kind of beat this guy up. But once we had that Goblin fan, we basically are guaranteed to win the game. His best cards in his deck are muted because he can't use his Tremendous Fires or his Riryokus anymore. Not that his AI would stop him from doing that, they just kill him. And then, yeah, I mean, that pretty much just ends every bit of his lethality. I mean, the rest is just deal with the obnoxious traps, which you can kind of tell what the face-down cards are. They aren't really that big of a deal. And you just play around Mirror Forces until you're pretty confident they're out of them. I mean, he'd only seen like 12 cards in his deck. Played 2 Mirror Forces and 2 Gravity Binds. I think he's about out of traps. Okay. Well, that's this side down. I'm gonna be right back with the start of the other side, so BRB. Okay, back to the main menu. Let's save us, 2 minutes of hitting F4 and listening to garbled music. Just restart the emulator. Fastest way to get back since we've already saved, you know? And we get this, the shortened cutscene. It's nice. Okay, so we can do a reincarnation, but I don't know how much it really matters. Let's just reincarnate something relatively cheap. This gives you a good chance of a bunch of decent cards. Of course, we didn't get anything great, but that's kind of how reincarnations work, especially in mods where there's a million options. Your odds of actually getting something you want are really low. But at least in Fiends, there's like 4 equips you can get that are good. At least 3 of them. Plus all of the other relatively good cards. Oh, we need to make our deck cheaper. Go ahead and make it a little cheaper. So the easiest way is just to come to the top end and remove the really expensive cards. Do that for now, but we're going to go a lot cheaper for bones. Maybe we'll do that at the start of the next episode, because I can probably get through Weevil, and Weevil's going to be annoying for this deck. Basically, Forest is just annoying for Fiends to deal with. But I mean, as long as I draw a decent amount of good stuff, this is still a problem. Well, he didn't play a Jiraiya, so... But we don't have summoning power, which is the biggest problem. I don't think there's anything that we want to actually copycat that will be good for us. We may end up having to use Fiend's Hand against a Jiraiya. Kind of figured that was a Dungeon Worm. It's honestly quite rare that he plays a Dungeon Worm, so... I was also kind of worried about that. Remedy? Telling me Samachi might have been good to put in our deck? Okay, well... Come bonk my Karibo for me, will ya? Giant flea? No. Big insect. Okay, so that's probably an infinite dismissal he played there. For right now, I'm just going to face up the Summon Skull. Bring it over to this wasteland terrain. Ooh, we can play another one. So, infinite dismissal? Nope. It was a speller trap, though. Laser cannon armor. Ooh, big bug. Yeah, I was a little worried about that. Yikes. And a very big dungeon worm. Okay. It's actually kind of a problem. Not gonna lie, this set of opposing monsters is a bit of a problem. Well, he should be full on monsters. So at the very least, that's nice. And most of our equips are still in our deck, so that's all still good. And we've got plenty of summoning power. The problem is that Pugum is big. This is not quite as big, unfortunately. Okay. So, unfortunately, he has inevitability, but we also have good damage. And the ability to make some other good stuff, so... Not actually worried, but... do I go for a little extra damage here? I think I do. I'm gonna just take the 300 for 300 damage for myself. I want rid of this million curry, it's not going to be useful. Let's see it, bud. He's doing so well, and then he just decided to attack with an acid crawler. Oh, he just played the larva moth in the corner. Okay. This actually doesn't help us much, so... Because we have the castle. Ooh, and a Jiraigomo. Jiraigomo kind of has anti-synergy with his Pugum, so... The problem is I can do 200 damage to him, but I can't kill him, you know? We'll just get rid of this chakra. It's not going to... Having a creature that stays around for a long time doesn't really help against Bug'em, so... And Chiragamo is just... It's going to be a problem. This is a lot of Bug'ems I'm gonna have to deal with. Well, at least every turn we get 12 experience on these summoned skulls. Well, this is a huge power gain for this summoned skull over here. Now I just need to bait this acid crawler a little bit and we win. There's no world he attacks this, right? He has 150 life points. He would never attack something that's so clearly bait. Okay. Time for overkill. Goodbye, Weevil. He doesn't even play the really broken insects, and he's still a problem. Hey, we got Summoned Skull to promote. Excellent. Nothing in here is anything we're going to want for our deck, but there's plenty of good stuff in here. So if you're playing good stuff for, like, insects, absolutely an amazing sets of cards. Okay, I believe in us to bonk Rex real quick. I really do. So let's go ahead and do a reincarnation real fast. Hey, an extra fake trap that'll help getting lower deck cost easier. Insect, not very useful to us. And a Goblin Secret Remedy, not terrible. Okay, so we're gonna bonk Rex real quick. Rex is probably not going to be much of a problem, seeing as he's generally considered one of the easiest opponents in the game. He's got some of the worst, like, creatures that he could possibly have. Dinosaurs and reptiles are two of the worst types in the game. Doesn't mean they can't get through the game. They can absolutely get through the game. They need the most help. And unfortunately, the AI does not do them any favors. Let me guess, Serpentine Princess? Probably. Okay, we have drawn well. Pretty much any draw with Castle of Dank Illusion is going to be well. Now, the problem is that this thing in front of me is probably big. Also, Copycat's not going to be very useful in this matchup, so we'll do this. Will get us to see what this card is. He didn't attack me, so it's almost assuredly a Serpentine Princess. Oh hey, we have a leader power now. Okay, it was a Serpentine Princess. Good to see, good to see. 2800's big, but it's not big enough to truly be a problem. So I'm just going to put one equip on this treasure chest, and it's going to kill this guy. I'm sure this thing would be an absolute nemesis in Freeren's universe. Completely wreck Freeren in every possible way. If you haven't watched that, you really should. But regardless, I mean, this guy is just kind of done for. This is going to be a very big summon skull. I mean, he's popped off about as much as you can ever expect a reptile player to pop off. And he's going to tie a summon skull, which is really good for him. That's like best case scenario for him. Unfortunately, all of his buffs are concentrated on Serpent Marauders that he's just going to leave in defense. Oh, what am I doing? Well, goodbye Serpent Marauder number 1. I mean, it's great and all, but, like, does he really have any chance of ever winning this? Like, he's used all of his good cards. Like, every card that is actually better than bad in his deck has been used, besides, like, one Serpentine Princess. Well, that's probably a monster. Oh. It wasn't a monster. What rank is Colonel? Okay. Goodbye, Rex. Oh. He popped off and it didn't matter, because that's what happens when reptiles pop off. They do good things, and then they still die because the good things weren't good enough. Ooh, well, okay, so that's going to do it for today. We have more than thrashed Rex a little bit. Honestly, Weevil put up more of a fight than the final boss did from the first side, so that's kind of unfortunate. But I'm going to go ahead and do a reincarnation, and I'll be back with you guys next time. Thank you all for watching, and have a nice day.